Hello guys, this is Vysh. So Jan 28, Tuesday, we have lot of articles to discuss. So GS1 we'll discuss Teesta River and the coal mining in Odisha and what are the effects of that. And then the WAQF bill, the amendment bill has been passed with a lot of debate, and also that related clauses we'll see. India, China to resume the direct flights, and also the Kailash route is going to be opened. Then Uniform Civil Code rolled out in Uttarakhand. It's the first state, and so that's important. And the Guillain-Barre Syndrome, that's part of your science syllabus in GS3, and there is this Airshow happening in Bangalore next week, so that also is important for your GS3. And again, GS3 and 4 combined, if you see, it's like the medicine and pseudoscience and all those things, like about the benefits of drinking cow urine and also using alcohol inside the homeo medicines. So these kind of things are always there in like small pages or small columns here and there, but we try to convert it into UPSC format, and we are giving this daily PDF course which you have to enroll if you are actually serious of clearing this exam. Okay, if you are doing for time pass, or you will feel like I will tell study from 10,000 sources, then you don't need to enroll. If you are a very serious aspirant looking for authentic source, where daily I am going to give you 8 to 10 topics like this based on your UPSC syllabus, that is, you are taking the current affair, linking it to static, and giving it in such detailed mains answer format that you don't have to do any work other than reading and by hearting it. So this for next 500 days I'll give you. So there are 3 plans. One is the daily PDF which you have to enroll mandatorily. Then out of this you have to choose one of them. Okay, one is the prelims test PDF for 2025 exam, which is going to happen now, and the 2026 prelims plus mains, which mains will have evaluation also, that test series program. Okay, so this one and one from any of these. Okay, this I am hoping that the serious aspirants are already enrolled. Daily at least like 50 to 60 people are enrolling. Okay, the inquiries are even more. Inquiries like at least 200 to 300 people inquire every day, but only I know the serious people will take action and they will enroll. So I want you to be that serious aspirant and get access to daily PDFs and the test series, and give me feedback like this every day. Okay, all your feedbacks I am putting in my WhatsApp status in this number. You can go and check out that also. Next year, I'll again do video of Vysh versus UPSC 2025, where we'll show you how many questions reflected from our test series. Okay, so now India, China is going to resume the direct flights, and also the Kailash route they are going to open. So we know that for 5 years, the visa process and everything, okay, direct flight and all was not there. We had to take other Southeast Asian countries, and that route we had to go to China. So that and all, they are going to restart it, because it will help in tourism, business, cultural exchange, because 2025 it is, and everyone, India, China, both realize that they are the biggest powers now in the Asian side, and economically also they are growing. So they have to come together if they have to do bigger things. Okay, so they are going to ease down the visa policies. Maybe very soon you will hear like it is visa free to go to China or something like that. You will hear, because Russia has already announced that it's going to be made visa free for Indians. So China also very soon may do that, and then tourism will boost too much. Okay, then the Kailash route is there. By summer 2025 they are telling that they are going to coordinate and make arrangements for the people to travel. Okay, ideally Indians, if you have to go to Kailash, which is there in the Chinese area now, the Tibet area, so there if you have to go, there are 2 routes. One is through Uttarakhand, that is the Lipu Lake Pass route, and one is the Nathula route, Sikkim. Okay, so this one is the traditional or older ones, which the Ministry of External Affairs has been managing since decades, and it starts from Delhi, it goes to Uttarakhand, and you have to do trekking. It's like physically very demanding, and it will take 24 to 25 days. Only when you're physically fit and all, you will be eligible for that, and you will be taken through that route. Okay, then 2015 we introduced this through Sikkim, through the Lipu Lake Pass. Okay, Lipu Lake is the traditional one. Okay, I'm telling Nathula is the new one, which is going to replace that one, and then through Sikkim you will take that, and then here if you see, by road you can do maximum distance, so the trekking requirements will be minimal and very less. So it is suitable for elderly people, less physically fit people, all these things. Okay, but because you have problem with China, this route is like almost all the time closed now. So this will take 20 days. So now government is considering that we will coordinate with Chinese authorities and reopen this, and then people can register on the Ministry of External Affairs portal. Then there will be a lottery system, that is is like, if it's not like everybody apply, everybody can go. There will be like a requirement of physical fitness and your availability dates, many things are there. And the season is usually May to September, and most people, especially from the Hindu community, they would love to see this place at least once before they die. And even movies about that has come out. Okay, you would have seen Bollywood movies have come out about this thing, and it's a very important thing which will happen if they open the route now. Okay. And another thing between India and China is about the river debates and all. Brahmaputra is bringing a lot of silt and things into India, and also our power projects are getting impacted. A flood is happening in northeast. Many problems are there. So India raised this concern multiple times, and now expert level mechanism meetings are going to happen, and they are going to share with each other the hydrological data and planning to have better coordination, because China is also planning massive hydropower project there in Tibet in the Brahmaputra side. India is also planning by investing lakhs of crores of rupees for hydropower projects. So if you coordinate together, your money also can be saved, and you can do better things for the people on both sides of the border. Okay, so India is now trying to coordinate in everything, including trade also, because we have banned their apps, and then telecom companies and many things we are banning one after the other. Same like that, China is banning our Indian pharmaceutical products and other critical equipments and tunnel boring machines and all. So all these things they have to discuss, and then have to have a mutual trade relationship, because you are part of like maybe SEO or other things are there where you are together. Okay, so you have to see to it that you coordinate, and it helps both sides. Okay, that is the overall idea for 2025. So the meetings also you would have seen, like the foreign secretaries are meeting with the vice foreign minister, the foreign minister of China. We are having these meetings, and October 2024 also in the sidelines of other meetings, Modi and the Chinese president is meeting. And again, as I told, SEO meeting will come in June 2025, and also it is like the 75th year of diplomatic ties. So it's a best time to restore India-Chinese relationship and show to the world that if we stand together, we can bring about more changes, and many other countries will have to come to us for any other trade or any other things. Okay, so the line of actual control is the border between India and China near the Pangong Lake in the Kashmir Ladakh region, and that kind of agreement we had come recently. But now the other things also, diplomatic ties and bilateral ties, hope we will sign more agreements, and there will be frequent visit to each other's country, and it will get resolved. Okay, so now the next article is about Uttarakhand Civil Code. Okay, that is the Uniform Civil Code in Uttarakhand. So first thing you have to know, what is this civil code and this thing. Also basics it's very, very basics. Like we know in India or any country, there will be civil and there will be criminal. Okay, meaning you are doing any wrong things based on your, like suppose marriage, divorce, adoption, property inheritance, any of these are all civil issues. Okay, so you have a civil court and civil laws are there. So this is what everybody should follow ideally. But problem is, like maybe Muslim community or maybe Hindus also, in certain areas they have their own like marriage law, they have their own divorce laws, they have their own property related laws. So this and all, meaning in civil things they are making their own laws, but for criminal everybody are following the same law. Meaning in India we already have a uniform criminal code. Okay, because we are following our IPC, CRPC, then we have now the new one which is now coming to the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, this and all. Like suppose somebody kills someone, both are getting the same punishment. It's not like Hindu is different or Muslim is different, or somebody is like doing any crime, anything, robbery, anything, it's all same, because all criminal they are following uniform. But for the civil they are not following uniform law. Okay, that is the problem here. So to make everybody follow a single code, we are trying to bring uniform civil code, and this is like not like this government started. Already in our Article 44 in the Indian Constitution written by Ambedkar, it is there under the directive principles of state policy that you should establish, or the upcoming governments should establish uniform civil code. Okay, which will have laws related to marriage, divorce, inheritance, adoption, everything irrespective of religion and community. Okay, so the purpose of this UCC is to promote a kind of national integration, bring in uniformity in all the laws, ensure gender equality, because as I told, in some religions the based on gender also they do differences. Okay, like men can get property, women cannot get property, men can initiate divorce, men can marry too much, women cannot do that. So that gender equality also you can bring in if you bring in uniform civil law. So this Hindu Marriage Act or Muslim Muslim personal law or anything in Christian, if there are personal laws, or in Sikh or Parsis or Jews or anyone, if they have a personal law, that and all will go away, and a central law will be there, uniform civil law will be there. Okay, so problem, challenges, religious sensitivities are there, the political opposition will be there, social opposition will be there, because everybody knows that it is good, but because the opposition parties and all, they have to oppose everything which government does, they will simply, because of their vote bank and things and all, they'll start opposing this, even though even Ambedkar has been telling that since like 75 years now. Okay, so judicial also, if you see, Supreme Court has repeatedly told that it is important in multiple cases like Shabano case or Triple Talaq case and all. We have seen UCC debate coming into the limelight. Okay, but again, it is not getting implemented. So finally, Uttarakhand is historically set an example that we will implement it, and it is applying to all the citizens of the state except for scheduled tribes, because scheduled tribe has their own forest related things and all. That is not based on religion. That's a different issue, totally different issue. So they are not coming inside this UCC. So they and their natives who went outside this and all, that and all is not covered. Okay, but remaining everyone, irrespective of religion, there will be uniformity, there will be gender equality, and it will be like a new era. That is what the Uttarakhand Chief Minister has told. Okay, so they are prohibiting all this halala, idadat, talaq or Hindu marriage law. Everything is getting banned, and this will mandate now that you have to register everything in the same way. Everybody has to register their marriage, divorce, living relationship or anything in the same way. Okay, divorce also, if you see, one I have given, this is marriage, this is divorce, this is the will, that is a property when you are giving. Everything, a common thing is there. You cannot give your property just like that. You have to fill an online form, you have to write a handwritten one, and you have to even record a video of yourself telling that I am giving my property to some person. So like this, a complete procedure, a rule bound thing is there in Uttarakhand, and hopefully entire India will implement it very soon. Okay, you will see, like I think Assam also is going to implement it very soon. So like that, everybody is going to implement, and they are doing very like digital tools also they are using. They have a portal now where you can register, you can tell your complaints, you can upload documents. Everything is integrated with technology. Aadhaar based verification is there, AI based translation service is also there for language issue people, and all the departments of government is going to come together. Okay, so again, to summarize the marriage thing and all, past marriages, if it has already happened, you can register it now within the next 6 months, and future marriages within 60 days you have to mandatorily register. And this technological thing, okay, this portal they have made, they are giving awareness also, they are teaching everyone, they are educating people, and so we will see that UCC very smoothly will get implemented in Uttarakhand. Okay. Now, Airshow, every 2 years this happens in Bangalore, and across other states also it happens, but this is specifically about Bangalore. I am telling, every 2 years Asia's biggest Airshow happens, where from multiple countries people bring their planes and all these things, and then it's like a business also. Like if it's a 5-day event, means then first 2-3 days will not be open to public. It will be for business purpose actually. All the business, all the defense people, government people, they'll be sitting and they'll be maybe buying also or signing deals also. That will be there, and then 2-3 days they'll open it for public also. So here, as I told, it's a biennial one, meaning biennial means once in 2 years it will happen. So February 10 to 14 at Yelahanka, Bangalore, it is going to happen, and there they will showcase all their aviation, civil aircraft or the military aircraft, and companies from over 15 countries have already registered to participate. If you see, France is the leading participant because they have this Dassault company, Safran, Thales, all these famous companies are going to come and participate. USA is second with 27 companies. Okay, France is 35, this is 27, and then these are the US companies. Okay, then Germany is there, Italy, Russia, UK, Israel is there, and also these many countries. If you see, all these people are going to participate in this particular mega air show here. If I have time, I will also go and see this in Bangalore. So this one is going to be a huge participation from Indian companies also. Hindustan HAL, Hindustan Aircraft Limited, that is the one who makes majority of our planes and helicopters and all. So they will also display our indigenous efforts under our Make in India and all. And comparing to 2023 edition, where we had this F-35 Lightning II, F-35 Joint Striker Fighter, which is all US aircraft, like that, this year also many will be there. Okay, 2023 there were 100 countries, 809 exhibitors, 7 lakh visitors came there, 250 plus MOU signed, and about 75,000 crore worth of partnerships were valued. So this kind of thing, this time obviously it will go high only. Every time it will go higher and higher. If you see, multi-role aircraft deals are also going on. Indian aircraft, that is Indian Air Force, already asked for a RFI, that is request for information. of what all deal you want to do. And so billions of dollars kind of interest has come. These are all the companies. You don't have to buy hard, but these are the companies who showed interest, and we will see like now some contract will be signed after the Aero India 2025 gets over. Okay, because now also Indonesian president came here, and he also told that he needs the BrahMos missile, and that also thousands of dollars of billions of dollars of this thing we have signed already. Okay. Now the next article, the WAQF Amendment Bill. Okay, so this in multiple videos I've already explained what is this and all, but still if beginner is watching this, this WAQF concept is there in Islam, or there whoever has started this, their group of religious people for charitable purpose under Islamic law only they started it. Okay, like you can give one place to charity where they will use it for social welfare and community purposes. You can use that for religious purpose also, and there is a concept under that itself like WAQF by user, meaning you don't have to prove it with document and anything. For years, for maybe hundreds of years, you are using it like as a religious place, as a mosque, or as a graveyard, or anything related to your religion. If you have been using for years, then it is like by user confirmed that it is your property. Okay, and that you can use it for multiple things, social service or building other things or charity or anything you can use it. But problem is over the years this started getting corrupt. Okay. Judiciary had to interfere because this board, which is having only Muslims and their own rules, they don't send anyone to the Supreme Court or High Court. They have their own tribunal to discuss everything. So this problem is they started claiming land after land after land. Then it became like as people are claiming like it's a land mafia board kind of thing. Okay, meaning what you started was good, but now you are telling, okay, that land is also ours, this land is also ours. In Tamil Nadu, you would have seen a 1,500 old village, okay, was claimed as WAQF thing, and now the entire village is now painted green there. Even the temples are painted green there, and it's made a mosque now. So 1,500 years ago, I think Islam itself didn't exist. So this kind of thing, which has no logic, and you can't even go to a Supreme Court or High Court, that was the problem. And this you can simply read, this static part. Whatever I told you, this is the summary in answer format. Okay, so now because this dispute are there that people are telling that without document itself you are claiming our land and all, how can we fight against it? So there is like a bill which is made now, a new bill, amendment bill to modify that, and so it was sent to the joint parliamentary committee, and there only opposition, whatever they raised, everything failed, and the 14 amendments have been passed. Okay, that is the big news today. So in that, if you see that WAQF by user concept and all, it's not deleted, it's still there. That is, if you are using for generations and all, it will be still a WAQF property, and that is all fine. But you have to exclude very like kind of controversial areas, like if it's like a temple or something which is like like a birthplace of a god or something is there, means if the opposition also has very strong proof and all, then you cannot use that concept. Okay. And you have to mandatorily register all your properties now, and then give proper data of like why are you claiming this as a WAQF. Okay, like if you are using for generations, at least tell that. Even if there is no document, tell about that. And also initially I think district collector was made as the inquiry authority, but now it is going to be changed to a state designated officer who is ranked above the collector. Okay, because earlier the Muslim bodies told that district collector will be biased. Okay. And now in the board, 2 non-Muslim members other than 2 ex-officio members will be there. So total 4 non-Muslim members may be in the board. Okay, these are all bill. Okay, the final act will again come, but I'm telling what is passed by the JPC today. Okay, so every WAQF institution must declare its property on the website also within 6 months of the act enforcement, and the caretaker can again take some extension and all. So little bit clauses will be there. The final act, as when I come, I'll tell you. But today these are the provisions which has been kind of approved. Okay. Tribunal also now will include person with Muslim law and jurisprudence and expertise in resolving disputes. Okay, because if you just have one-sided people, then you cannot solve anything in a tribunal. So you have to have a one person who is opposite to that also. Okay. So opposition actually moved amendments to delete 28 out of the 44 clauses in the bill. Okay, they were telling again many things. They were again breaking it down into more and more boards, more and more sect. The non-Muslim should not be included, and delete provisions like donating something and all they told. But opposition, whatever they raised, everything has actually failed. And obviously now they will raise voices, they will shout, they will go outside the parliament and do dharna. This and all will continue. Okay, all this drama which is doing politics that we don't have to talk, whether it's the ruling party or the opposition, the politics will go on. You just have to see whether this bill gets passed or not, and after that whether they can claim land like anything, like how they are doing now or not. That is the only thing you have to see. Okay. So major implications, religious structures and all, as I told, disputes were there, disputes will continue also, but at least government is trying to bring some transparency, and hopefully the hurdles which always delays the procedures and all, that also they will try to resolve, because making a tribunal is not enough. You should have a date and timeline also, like by which you will actually resolve it. Okay, so non-Muslims coming in, obviously they will criticize, and everything is going to be in a negative attitude only, but still we will see how the tribunals are going to work out, how they are going to take members into it, whether it's a direct appointment or any other procedure is there. That kind of things and all are yet to come out. Okay, so government stand is, again, they defended the amendments are necessary because the property disputes are never ending. Okay, so you have to have a proper thing based on which even the minority don't feel bad. Okay, because opposition is going on telling you are eroding their rights, you are questioning their rules and boards and all these things, and so these fear that they will be made a minority, they will be not getting any rights, that which is like opposition is pushing, that and all government has to see to it that they are being assured of against everything, all this. Okay, because else they will feel they are being seen as a second grade citizen or something. That should not happen. For that, the government has to assure them the confidence. Next article is a kind of science article, you can tell, a disease or a rare neurological disorder which is caused by viral or bacterial infection, okay, which will affect your nervous system. Your immune system will be very weak, and anyone can be affected. It can be any age, it can be any gender, and the exact cause, how much ever you research, it's not known, but it is known that whoever gets infected is mostly by this bacteria, virus, COVID, or anything which reduces your immunity after you took vaccine and all these things. That is the people who are going to get affected by this particular disease called this GBS. Okay, so if you see here, the immune system, after being triggered by these infections, mistakenly damages this particular area of the peripheral nerves. So this lead to your complete maybe weakness. Your legs are not moving, your hands are not moving, your muscles are weak. These kind of things happen. You cannot walk, you cannot breathe, you cannot, meaning different body pain and all will start coming. Okay, so the diagnosis and treatment is, you have to again do the blood test and all these things to check your nerve and the strength and all these things, and immunity you have to check. Plasma related treatments are there. So early detection is the only way, because if it becomes serious and your entire system, nervous system, becomes weak and kind of shut down or stop working, and it stops sending messages from the brain to different body parts, then it will not be curable. Okay, so here I have given the detailed notes in kind of an answer format only, but directly I don't think prelims and all question is going to come. Mains, maybe a short note will come about this 5 mark or 10 mark and all. That time you can use this. Okay, so this is life threatening, but with the proper treatment, most patients are recovering if they know it on time. And some people, maybe varying degree of disability will be there, long-term weakness or fatigue will be there, pain will be there, and sometimes it will be like permanently damaged also. Okay, so now why we are discussing all this is because in Pune there are suspected cases, hundreds of cases in a particular hospital, in a corporation, in an area. So health ministry is looking into it, and they are telling like one death happened, and that may be the first death related to GBS also in India. So that is why health authorities are given strict instructions to go check more and more people, and see into do their blood test, do their nerve conditions, everything, check it, and then proper intervention should be there, because we cannot let it spread among people, or we cannot let it go like unnoticed. Okay, we have to know what it is. So if you check the patients also, norovirus, which is another topic, norovirus, and this bacteria is found in most of the patients, and other test and all is coming negative result only, Zika, dengue and all. So we have to see like how the state ministry handles this situation, because they're telling public don't have to panic because the recovery rate is high. Okay, so these are all just numbers of like how many patients were admitted and how many water samples were tested and all. I just gave you data, but that is the overall idea. Okay, this thing can become serious if that bacteria or virus, whatever is causing it, is affecting people, because already everybody's immunity is weak. Okay, so we have to see that it doesn't spread to more and more people. Prelims related MCQs, if you need, there are 2 packages here. Come and ask me in WhatsApp, then I will tell you how to enroll. Okay, this is part of the full test series also, full test series which has subject test series, subject and current affair. In that, the current affair alone I just put in this page. Okay, this slide is showing just the current affair part of it. Like this subject is also there, history test is there, geography, polity, economy, everything test is there. Next is Teesta River. This one, already prelims 2017 had a question, and that time everybody found it like shocking because nobody prepared that and went. So they asked like it is originating the same place as Brahmaputra. Rangit is a tributary of it, and then it is going through the border of India and Bangladesh. So here I answer everything I have given. So now everybody knows it, but that time nobody expected. Okay, because we had a fight with India Bangladesh issue of the Teesta River, where they are telling like the water sharing is not correct and all these things. So that every river, wherever river is there, either two states are fighting or two countries are fighting. So that since long time the agreement treaty they are discussing, but it is not yet finalized. Okay, it's going on. Issues are there in West Bengal also now. So you are not able to discuss and come to a conclusion. Okay, so this debate which is going on will be in news for the next again many years. So this topic also is important to you for the next many years. Okay, so other than Rangit, there is one more tributary, Rongli. Both are originating in Sikkim only, and the origin of Teesta River is this one, this glacier in Sikkim. So this basics, whatever prelims I could think of facts, I have put it here. More than this, if UPSC asks, then none of the people are going to answer. Okay, this is the maximum which any person will study. So you also study whatever is shown in this slide. Okay, anyway, enrolled students, you would have got the PDFs. This PDF in your email you would have got. Others, try to enroll today itself, because the price offer is ending. Okay, now it is 3,999 for 2 years. For 500 days daily I am going to do this kind of activity for you, video plus PDF. But if you don't enroll now, it will become 6,999. Okay, so it's your loss only, because this is going to continue for the next 2 years non-stop, and it's your loss if you don't get it this kind of golden offer price. Okay, so next one, coal mining. Okay, this is a place in Odisha. So Odisha, from 1900s they discovered this large coal deposit, and 1909 they set up the mine also, and there are millions of tons of coal is like generated or produced every time, and we use it for our electricity generation, our iron steel industry, cement, fertilizer, everything. Okay, India is the second largest producer and consumer of coal after China. Okay, so and here the method which we use is open cast mining, meaning you can do two types of mining. One is like you go underground, like you see in movies and all, in underground tunnels, there you go and mine, or other is like in the open itself, you keep moving the area. Okay, you move the soil and rocks and all, and expose the coal deposit which will come up. Okay, come outside. So open cast mining is more cost effective, and it's more like, it's like less danger. But problem is, when you do like that, dust pollution will be there, and that dust will go and settle on the vegetation, on the leaves. Okay, the stomata exactly, which is like needed for their this, you can tell, transpiration, that is the water is going out, or the photosynthesis happening, temperature regulations happening, that area will get affected. So this actually article is about that, the effect of the coal mining, the open cast coal mining on the vegetation. A study was conducted in October 2024 by different universities in India and foreign, and they use satellite data to see like how much carbon absorption is getting affected. So the impact here I have given, that the plants with dust covered leaves absorb 2 to 3 grams less carbon, and over the time the carbon sequestration potential and all will change, and it will contribute to global warming also. And this data collection is fully scientifically done with satellite, and the amount per leaf or per weight, everything they have used. Okay, you can see the satellites which are used here, Landsat, the Sentinel of Europe, PlanetScope. So all these things also in your exam, if it's prelims or mains, it is important. Okay, so I've given in the minimum word limit. You can use the same exact thing in case a question comes about the impact of this coal mining or dust, anything on vegetation. Then you can use the exact content, and this will be the best answer anybody writes. Okay, so here, see, releasing water vapor, transpiration, plants become warmer, photosynthesis get affected, long-term damage. So vegetation on mining site is going to like have a problem with their health, everything. Okay, so what you have to do, conclusion also I have given. You have to monitor the dust pollution. You have to use more and more satellite technology. Pollution hotspot you have to identify, and then water sprayer you can use to clean up the dust. So like that, regulations also has to come, because you should not let license to be given unlimited for mining and all. So that kind of, you have to take care of nature as well. That is the whole article. Okay, so again, 2025 141 day timetable started this month. 2026 500-day timetable started this month, and if you are still not part of it, you can use whatever your method is there, but we have a very scientific kind of method of studying each day. What to do exactly I will tell you. Okay, this is a summary chart only, but there are different tabs of each day exactly, like January 6 what I should do, January 7 what I should do, like that. Each date is given in different tabs. Hundreds of tabs is there in this. WhatsApp me and try to enroll, because later it will be very late. Okay, now alcoholic tinctures being sold as homeopathic remedies. Okay, so homeopathy medicine, that is even now debatable. Like many people tell it doesn't work, many people tell it works. Scientific backing is not there because they usually use a kind of little herbs and leaves and things and all, and then they make these medicines and things and all. Okay, but same like Ayurveda, but Ayurveda is fully that one, and more things are there in Ayurveda. So here, if you see this alcohol being used, especially ethanol, which is used in this thing, it is called as tincture. Okay, it is a like plant-based compounds you are mixing in alcohol and using it as a medicine, as a remedy. That is called alcoholic tincture used in homeopathic remedies. So here up to 12% and all, sometimes alcohol is there, which is more than like maybe some of the even beer or whatever the alcohol things are there. In that maybe 7% alcohol is there, and here in medicine 12% is there. So imagine, and this will be cheaper also. Okay, this will be cheaper. So what if some drunkard people, they can't afford alcohol, they are going to continuously buy these medicines and then drink it for their intoxication. That problem also you have to notice. So that is why this article is being discussed. Okay, and problem why we are not able to solve this or this thing is the regulation. Like union and state both has kind of role here to play, and they both are like their jurisdiction is overlapping, because as per Schedule 7 of the Constitution, the public health and taxation of alcohol, it comes under the state. State is the one get the entire tax. Okay, tax, like it's very high tax. It's still not under GST. It is very high, and it is under the state jurisdiction. Okay. But alcohol for medicinal use, when it comes, it is under the union government. It's under union list, that is list 1, entry 84. Now GST also, if you take, before the GST regime, the medicinal alcohol was at 4%. Now under GST, the medicinal alcohol, the homeo medicine, it is 18%. But still, the state which they are selling the alcohol, the original alcohol, there may be like 20%, 30%, 40%, it's like unlimited, even 100% tax alcohols are there. So a drunkard person who cannot afford that, he will go and buy this 18% on medicinal alcohol and then use it as a substitute for alcohol. So that is also a big problem here. Should we allow alcohol thing usage in homeopathy? That is the whole debate. Okay. In the Drugs and Cosmetic Act also, where it governs all these things and all, tinctures are included. Okay. And states cannot regulate these things independently. We need special permission from the president approval and all these things, because as I told, the medicine thing comes under the union government. Okay. Alcohol in medicine. So here health risk, it's like, whatever is the problem with alcohol, that is the same about alcohol tincture also. Serious health issues, alcohol hepatitis, you will get the symptoms of alcoholic people. People are dying in places where, like, they usually don't consume alcohol because it's a dry state. But when you consume this, you get an intoxicating effect, and people are getting a lot of symptoms and diseases and all, and they are even dying. Okay, so legally, if you see some extra fact, union government one rule is there, 106B, under the drugs and cosmetic rules. So here they have limited, like 12% alcohol should be there in this 30 ml bottle and all these things. But again, the industry, homeopathic industry, who is influential and powerful and all, they have challenged this in the court, and they have argued that it is like fundamental right to trade. You are infringing upon that, and you are not allowing us to do business. Okay, so in multiple high courts, it's going to Supreme Court, and they are continuing that legal challenge is still going on. Okay. The homeopathic industry is telling it is like invalid, and union government, they will always delay, bureaucratic delay, strategy delay, Supreme Court also delay, everything delay. So till now it is in debate only. Now the latest news today is Supreme Court delivered a judgment in this particular case, highlighting the challenges faced by the state. Okay, in regulating this, because the state is telling we are ready to regulate this, but because the medicine and alcohol together, when it comes, it is under the union government, it is the union which has to do. Supreme Court has now just put the blame on the center and told that you have to do something, bring in some law, or put it completely under the state, or maybe you are doing it, means you itself pass a law, and then only you can reduce the public health risk. Okay, else it will be continued to be sold, like people will do that, because Ayurveda and homeopathy, there are like crores of people who are following it and using it. Okay, so it's not like it's fully bad, but alcohol, when it is used and given as a remedy, that is not correct. Okay, because alcohol, cigarette, this and all, when we sell, we are writing on it will cause cancer, it will cause this thing, it will cause, and that thing itself, if you give as a remedy, the logic doesn't work. So ethically it is wrong, and so this remedy, it may be effective or not effective, but introducing high level of alcohol is not a good way to proceed. Okay. last article, it's also a similar article about this science, pseudoscience and all these things. So cow urine, this person, IIT Madras director, he himself on stage was seen saying that I have proof, I have reviewed papers, I know that the cow urine has antifungal, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory properties and all. So this much big scientific person telling it, public will surely like half they will believe or half they will question it. So that is what is exactly happening. It went viral on social media and people are asking for proper scientific evidence and don't tell you just read some papers. So what are the papers he read? That also I've just put here. One is the peptide profiling in cow urine and one is the benefit of cow urine. So like this 2 papers he has taken and looking the molecular properties of that and telling that there is bioactive properties, there is antifungal properties, and they compared it with the human urine, donkey urine and all. And this study, if it's kind of scientifically valid, it has bioactive property and some benefits are there of the cow urine. But again, the other side of it, like benefit is there, but there will be other side effects also, right? That is not being told. Okay, so allegedly you are telling you have all these properties, all these things and all, but it may contain harmful bacteria also. Okay, because ultimately it's a waste product from an animal. So the urine, cow urine, it will have a kind of you can tell life-threatening infection, especially when your immunity is weak. Such people, when you consume cow urine, dangers will be there. So people, just by hearing this IIT directive start consuming this and all, they will get affected. Okay, because positives, even if 10 positives are there but one negative is there, then that negative will be like taking away all the positives and even taking your death, taking your life. Okay, so that is why more studies are required, more authenticity should be there, especially such a big person when telling something in public, he should have confirmed it with other scientists and other this thing and not just out of his emotion. He should not have told something. Okay, so this way you also have to take a stand. This in case study, ethics case study, this kind of questions keeps coming every year. So you have to very confidently take a stand. You don't worry about whether it's hurting someone or whatever. You have to take a stand, but with proper sentence formation you should do it. You should not tell it like a one-sided one, because I also showed you here, I showed you the benefit also, I showed you the negative also, and I am telling okay how it can be solved or what has to be done. We have to take public expert opinion, we have to should not mislead the public, like that you should do in a proper way, then only your answer will stand out from others. Okay, don't go fully negative or fully positive. Okay, so this is the full discussion for today. Please read the PDF when you get it in your inbox, because daily like this we are going to discuss 8 to 10 topics, and that is more than sufficient for your overall current affair linking static preparation. Okay, so I'll wind up this video. Thank you and have a nice day.